Hey, 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 I just wanna have fun. Come and pick me up, meet me at the spot. Up all night till the sunrise. Pop back cool, get ready for the ride. Gonna feel good. Gonna feel good. Holy moly, guacamole in my pockets. What a blessing. Got it on me. I got options. Real stepper. Check the shoes. Get it poppin'. Eating good. Feeling good. Where my hopping done at. Put it on a plate with some lemonade. That's the way we did it in the old days. Back then, mama said, get up, walk on play. But you better not come home like this. Street lights. We was young, racing. Street lights. Carefree was the best time. Fast forward, daydreaming about the next time. When it's gonna happen again, cause I just wanna have fun. Come and pick me up, meet me at the spot. Up all night till the sunrise. Pop back cool, get ready for the ride. Don't it feel good?
Oh, don't it feel good, ladies and gentlemen? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Grab your cup of 4Q in the big times and drop a voicemail, 804-592-6160. I want to hear from you today, baby. Let's go.
Working for too long, gotta
keep at it.
Turn my cell phone off, wait till I get back. Ooh, yeah, this that.
Living my life with no regrets.
Pull up on me, we just chillin' at the spot. Anytime, pull up on me, we just coolin', the chill spot. Party time.
Anytime, I just wanna have fun. Come and pick me up, hey.
Up all night till the sunrise. Pop back cool, get ready for the ride. Gonna feel good.
Gabagool, don't it feel good? Gabagool, gabagool.
Gonna feel.
He's simply ravishing.
Oh, I need to swivel them hips. I need you to swivel them hips. Ladies and gentlemen, John Brophy, everybody in the chat, look at yourself and say you are simply ravishing. Oh, they don't know what to do. Yeah. I'm pumped. Right on time. Oh, they don't know it. But they know he's fine, damn it. They know he is fine. Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to the one, the only, all rise and a little bit of shine, folks. I'm ready to go today. I'm pumped. I'm excited. I'm hyped. Oh, I tell you what, I'll be drinking early.
Hoy se bebe.
But it will indeed be in celebration because the New York Yankees have Juan Soto, and that's all there is to it. I'll be honest with you. Kind of a Brugal look. It's not. It's tea. I'm still getting better. I mean, I ain't gonna sit here in front with you guys. It's just tea, all right? So take it easy, take a breather, take a step back, and let's go ahead and get down to it. American Primate, my brother.
Thank you for being a friend.
Gabagool. Verlander and the Astros. I see we starting there quickly, but let me go ahead and see who we got in here. I appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Call me Chef says. Call me Chief. Dude, let's go. Less intro and blah, blah, blah. What the fuck is wrong with this idiot in the morning? Oh, man, you can't be that stupid to ever come in here and say, cut the intro of All Rise? You must be new. I feel very bad for you to have that type of mentality coming into this chat with this community who loves the All Rise intro. So anyway, with that being said, let me do a roll call to the normal people in here, not half of the one nitwit that decides to poke his dumbass head out. Anthony Garcia, what is going on? Javier, what up, my brother? How you doing? Mary Ellen Ford, what's goody goody? Two Shoes, how you doing? Truth always, my brother. What's good, fam? Macho King in the house, and you know you gotta have your
cup of coffee in the big time, yeah.
Yes, indeed. You need your cup of coffee in the big time. We appreciate you guys. Yankees, Kyle, how you doing? Kicking with Roy. Ready for another W? I'll be there in person with the wife tonight. Let's go. And my brother, you're going to be seeing Carlos Rodon. So let me tell you something real quick. With Carlos Rodon on the mound, he needs to have a big one. We're going to talk about that. Spinning Mantis, what is going on, my guy? Carlos Perez, Tina, Anthony Medina, the GOAT. Call me Chief. I'll tell you, you're new. It's pretty interesting that you're new and you decide to come in here and talk shit. So God bless you. It is what it is. We're not gonna pay any more attention to you, my guy. Whether you want to be a part of the community or not, that is up to you, my brother. Don't come in our chat talking nonsense about our intro. That's all I'm going to say. Kev Boogie, Gabagool. Over here, what's good, fam? Philo. Spencer, what's up, my guy? How you doing? Guys, we got a packed show for you today. So we need to get right into this and get right into it right friggin' now. We cannot wait. This is why we got to get into it. So Dane is going to be joining me in about, what time is it? 25 minutes or so, roughly something like that. 25 minutes or so, we're going to have the great Dane Huber coming in here to talk and update us on Yankee prospects, but we got a lot of stuff to talk about when it comes to our New York Yankees. Let's get right into it. Here we go, folks. The New York Yankees and the Baltimore Orioles are all tied up top for the AL East. Baltimore 23-12. The New York Yankees 24-13. Split, basically tied right now top of the division. The Yankees have won 4 in a row, as you guys know. The Baltimore Orioles have lost their last game. Look at the plus, the run differentials there. Yankees pitching relatively has been very, very good. We talked about this a lot. Luis Gil yesterday. What else can you say about Luis Gil? But we'll talk about all that and talk about yesterday's game and the upcoming stuff and what does it mean for the Yankees and some dilemmas and things of that nature. The big thing for the New York Yankees early on, folks, is look, the Yankees record is the Yankees record. There is not much negativity, if any at all, that you could put into the Yankee season right now. Are there bits and pieces to make the club better that you want to see better? Of course there is. No doubt about it, there are things that you want to see from this club to improve upon, as you would with every single club. Anybody that is a fan of a team, you're never settled. You're never sitting back going, feet in the air, we're good, best team in baseball, that's all there is to it. There are always things you can improve upon. And for the New York Yankees, we're going to touch on some of those things. But one of the big things is the team above them, the team tied with them right now, the Baltimore Orioles. So for anybody sitting there saying, I can't believe anybody complained about the Yankees losing 3 or 4 to the Orioles. Well, there was a reason, folks. There was a reason people, including myself and some other people out there, were upset that the Yankees got beat up by the Baltimore Orioles. It was the first showing. We all know the 2 teams in this division are going to be the Yankees and the Baltimore Orioles. So no doubt about it, they are going to be the club bashing back and forth all year long. We get that. But the New York Yankees did what they had to do, after losing to Baltimore. They sweep the Detroit Tigers. And folks, yesterday, they go out there and they defeat. Justin Verlander and the Houston Astros. Yes, indeed, it's game one of a 3-game set. I understand that. But boy, oh boy, did yesterday's game feel great to do. I want to start with one person first, and then I want to get into the Yankees offense. We're going to talk about it there, and then we'll move forward. Luis Gil. I want to talk about Luis Gil real quick, how good this guy was and how good he has been. He has under a 3 ERA as a starter in the American League East. Mind you, there is rarely any list out there that is mentioning Luis Gil as a Rookie of the Year candidate, which to me is batshit crazy that is even a topic, that Luis Gil is not getting no love whatsoever as a Rookie of the Year candidate early on. I get it. We're a little over a month into the year. This guy has the lowest ERA on the New York Yankees staff. Now, if you remember at the Nights at the Round Table preseason show, we're going to have another Nights at the Round Table coming pretty soon. I should confirm that today. I said on that show, if you look at pure stuff-wise, besides Garrett Cole, who has the best stuff on the staff? I think all of us sat there and said, Luis Gil. No doubt about it. He has the best overall stuff-wise. Doesn't mean much if you can't throw strikes. Fact of the matter is, Luis Soho is throwing. My God, Luis Soho, where you at? You want to play second base for us, Luis? Luis Soho, where are you? Luis Gil. That's how you see I'm still stuck in the dynasty days, right? That's a dynasty guy for you. Luis Gil has been so friggin' good. As long as he keeps that command where he needs it, as long as the command doesn't balloon and he's not effective. Yesterday, he was effectively wild. So he's going to walk guys. But he has been effectively wild. It's a big difference in being really wild and effectively wild. Effectively wild is you can walk a few guys, but you got guys chasing. Your stuff is around the zone. You're just missing. Missing with the fastball, a little off the zone, not all the way outside. He was effectively wild yesterday. And look, I've been saying this for multiple outings in a row when it comes to Luis Gil. He's a guy who just doesn't get hit. He's not a guy that gets on the mound and gives up 8 hits, 9 hits, 10 hits, 6 hits, 5 hits. He's a guy that if he's around the zone, he's not going to give up much hits. He just doesn't. Had 1 hit yesterday against Houston, who, mind you, one of Houston's biggest problems this year has not been their offense. Their offense has been pretty solid. Yeah, you got a guy like Bregman who's underperforming. Jordan Alvarez hasn't been the beast that we all know him to be. But they have a strong enough offense that they should be able to put some runs on the board. And Luis Gil went out there and just absolutely cut them up. Dude is throwing 97, 98, 99 fastballs, mixing it in with a 94-mile-an-hour changeup and a beautiful slider. You can sit here now with Luis Gil and go, you know why he's a starter? He has 3 pitches. And that is very, very difficult because it's not just he got 3 decent pitches. He got 3 pitches with plus stuff. Again, the velos are all there, but the spin on his fastball is actually elite. People do not hit this guy's fastball. So I am very, very excited about Luis Gil. And I'll say one thing. Some people sit there and go, Pete, you knocked the Yankees. You never give credit. Which, by the way, is bullshit. I give the Yankees credit when credit is due. And I do it all the time. If you watch me regularly, you would know that. I do it all the time. Here's what I'm going to give Yankees credit for. They went with the best player in spring training. And it's worked out for them. That's what I want to give the New York Yankees credit for today when it comes to the rotation. Warren in AAA, They both battled in spring. There was a time when I think I even came on an all rise going, it looks like Warren's going to make the club over Luis Gil. Luis Gil's probably going to go down, maybe come out of the bullpen. The Yankees made the right choice. Now, is he going to stay there all year? Probably not. Luis Gil, let's remember a couple of things, and it sucks, but it is the reality of baseball today. Luis Gil's a guy coming off of Tommy John surgery. He's also a guy who did not throw a lot of innings last year. So you're probably looking at 100, maybe 105, 110, maybe that is what he's going to give you. Garrett Cole comes back in a couple of weeks. Is he the guy that comes out the rotation now? I don't think he could be. I think that is a hard decision to make. And it might be the wrong decision to make to take him out now. Now, if you want to sit there and go when he hits 90, when he hits 85, 88, maybe then we'll sit there and go, you know what? Now we can make the adjustment. Here's my reasoning behind it. We could put this kid in the pen and get him to 110. Maybe even get him to 112, 115, and really manage that a little better without him having to start. Next year, we can now get 150 out of you. Let's go. Come on. Show us who you are. That should be the plan for Luis Gil. I don't think there should be a plan to just shut him down. I don't like that. Keep him in the competition. You need this kid's arm on this club. And let me tell you, he could be that. Now, he has much better stuff than Phil Hughes had. Much better stuff. But he could be that 09 Phil Hughes role where you put him in the bullpen and he's a guy that, you know, maybe a team has, oh God, first and third, no outs. First and second, no outs in a moment. Luis Gil could come out there and absolutely dominate and shut you down. That's a real possibility. So I love him in that role, but we'll see what happens. But we got to talk about the man, the myth, the legend, who a lot of Yankee fans did not want to give him a chance. A lot of Yankee fans I got pissed about because for some odd reason, Yankee fans compared this guy to Josh Donaldson. And I tell you what, I got tweets out there from when people were doing this. And I asked a simple question. Where in the hell does this shit come from? Where does this idea come from that Alex Verdugo is Josh Donaldson, a known asshole around baseball? Where has that happened with Alex Verdugo that people were comparing this dude to Donaldson? The minute the Yankees made the deal, I was excited. I told Mario, they're going to get Verdugo and Soto. I can't believe they're going to do this. They did it. And these are two guys I want to highlight right now because I don't know if I find this interesting, odd, weird. Can we create a conspiracy theory here? Maybe we can. Because it's kind of weird to me that the two guys that came from outside this org have really changed the culture of this org. Mind you, and I know people are right away, oh my God, he's going to knock. No. Wait until I talk, baby. Wait until I talk. Two guys from outside the organization have changed the clubhouse. Admittedly so, by the majority of people on this team. Mind you, this was a team that has the captain, Aaron Judge, on it, Stanton, World Series champion Anthony Rizzo, Garrett Cole, Gleyber Torres, the list goes on and on. These guys were all in place. Aaron Boone's been the manager. Alex Verdugo and Soto come here. And all of a sudden, things have been loosened up. All of a sudden, guys are rocking chains with the pinstripes that look fire. All of a sudden, you see guys with bright colored cleats and they're having fun. They're where my dog's at. Soto's out there, they're dancing in the dugout. I'm just saying, it's kind of odd to me that two guys from outside the org had to come in and kind of loosen things up in the org. Take it how you want it. I'm just simply saying. But let's go ahead and take a look at his day yesterday. Alex Verdugo.
So here's Verdugo, lefty hitter, 261 with a 350 on base percentage, 4 homers and 13 RBIs.
3-2. Drilled to right field and deep. Going back, Tucker, turning, looking, see ya.
Oh, that's my Doogie.
Passed off Verlander, and the Yankees jump in front of the bottom of the first inning. It's 3-1 Yanks.
Boy, there was no doubt about that when you could see
Tell
it
him,
immediately
Susan.
when he turned on it. His 5th of the season.
And he just continued it.
To left field. Verdugo with the play. Verdugo doing it all.
The left fielder got a great jump, knowing that he's going to have to come in, and sometimes to slide into that play makes it an easier play instead of trying to shoelace it.
So I mean, what else can you say right now about what this guy has meant to this club? You got to give credit where credit is due. Alex Verdugo has been everything you could want for the New York Yankees. And I want to take a look at the StatCast here also. So this is Doogie for 2024. But a couple of things that really stand out for Alex Verdugo, guys. Look at this. 120 at-bats. He's hitting 275. But get this. Listen to this real quick. A 362 on base percentage. A 362 on base percentage is what Doogie is working with right now. 450 slugging, over 800 OPS. This guy has been unreal with the Yankees. He's also playing a brilliant left field. So if you guys also remember when the Yankees came out, and they came out really quickly, to Aaron Boone's credit and the Yankees' credit, they came out instantly, if you guys remember, and they said, Judge is going to play center field, Verdugo's going to play left, Soto's going to play right. And I remember saying, that does make the most sense. It does make the most sense. The reason why it makes the most sense is, look how good Soto's looked defensively in right field. We already know what Verdugo is in left. Look how good Soto has looked in right field. There has not really been times this year we're sitting there going, damn, man, this is how bad this guy is. I mean, we've heard this before. He's a terrible defender. We've heard all this. He's horrible out there. No. We haven't heard that this year. You know why? Again, folks, left field in San Diego is very different than right field at Yankee Stadium. And on top of that, typically has always been a right fielder. Soto took offense to that. That's how you know what his guy's heart is. Soto basically said this offseason he worked on his defense. He shored up his defense, his throwing arm, everything about his game he worked on. And folks, is it paying off? Yes, in friggin' deed, it is paying off. Look at this. Just take a second and pause and look at this. Now, if that's a Baseball Savant page, that is a Baseball Savant page if I've ever seen one. That is what you want your page to look like. And I mean, look at the outfield. I mean, everybody knows he does it with the bat in the eye, right? But look at the fielding. I see a little bit of red. What happened to the worst fielder in baseball? What happened to he has to play first base? What happened to he can't do anything? What happened to that? I guess it all went away. So I just wanted to take a second to shout out Doogie and Soto for changing a lot of what we're seeing for this club right now.
Thank you for being a friend.
Bum, 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 bum. We got a super chat from Adrian Acevedo, and shout out to James Rosen. Verdugo was never known to be a high on base percentage, more walks than Ks type of guy. I mean, he's always done it well. He's always got on base at a pretty decent clip, 330 plus around there. That's one of the reasons I liked him a lot. But no question about it. He is so much better than I think a lot of Yankee fans gave him credit for. Do I still believe he should be the leadoff guy of this team? I do. I know he's worked out well as the number 4 hitter, the cleanup guy. And you don't really want to move what's not broken. I get that point, but I still worry about the middle of that Yankee order. The old guard is what it basically is. The old guard still worries me. But in a couple of weeks, we could be having to talk about Jason Dominguez. Guys, we're going to get to a couple of voicemails. I'm going to bring the great Dane Huber on, and we're going to talk some prospects for you and continue on with voicemails. Let's go.
The pitch. The pitch. Hit him on the right. Going back.
I like it.
Still back.
I like it.
Oh, that's my vertigo. That's my vertigo. And to think that just a few weeks ago, I stood here like an idiot saying that vertigo is a bust.
Ah, it's all good.
I guess I must be wearing my orthopedic shoes because I stand corrected.
It's all good.
And that's another lesson. This is baseball. Don't ever bet on baseball. Don't make any projections or predictions on baseball. Because now Vertigo, after Soto, is the best player in the whole lineup.
Correct.
Who would have thought?
Yep.
But anyway, I still feel that Judge is making a bounce back or recovery, but very slow and steady. I believe he's going to get there. But for now, you know, the dog is out. He's unchained, unleashed. Anyway, let's keep going. Let's sweep the assholes again. Talk to you later.
Appreciate it, my guy. Thank you so much. And very, very good opening there. I mean, that was phenomenal. That was spot on. That was spot on. Oh, that's my doogie. Okay, let's keep him going, baby.
Hello, Pete and YYU. This is Gleyber Torres. You guys hurt my feelings by saying I asked. That's why I don't hit balls. All I want to do is just help my team. I just crave under pressure because I got big contract coming up. Okay, Gleyber Torres is not asked. I hit ball today. Okay, goodbye, Pete.
What the hell was that? What are we doing, OV? What are we doing, OV? Gleyber Torres. That man sounded Chinese almost. What are we doing? I hit ball today. Come on. This is why you can't have good things in life. He became Asian. That's what I'm saying. The hell is that about? My God, what are we doing, OV?
Fuck the Astros. Fuck the Astros. Fuck them, dude. Yankees are spanking that ass. And I love Doogie, man. I love that man. Doogie dog. Also, Peraza homers in his first game back.
Okay, little Peraza,
third
okay.
base for the Yankees. Birdie platooning at second.
Okay, little Bertie.
Used to suck ass. Smacking that ass. Wait.
Smacky that ass, likey. That's a new one. Smacky that ass, likey. All right? I mean, he came up with a new one right there. Smacky that ass, likey. Okay? Maybe he's coming home from Diddy camp. I don't know what to tell you, but smacky the likey, hitty the subby. Now for real, guys, hit that like button for me. Let's go, baby.
Hey, Pete, Kyle Millay here. Rodon pitches tonight, so that's good. Let's hope he has a better outing than he did with the Orioles.
Yeah.
And let's go beat the Astros again. Let's just sweep the season series, like win today and tomorrow, and win all 7 against them this year, and totally knock them out of their division. Well, the best we can do. But yeah, let's go beat them tonight and hope the Orioles lose again because they lost last night, which is good. That way we can be back in first place. All right, Pete, you have a good day, and I will watch your show when I wake up because I just got off of work. So, all right, Pete, you have a good day, and I'll talk to you later. And I'll see you out the live tonight. All right, have a good night, Pete, or good day, Pete. Go Yankees.
Thank you, Kyle Malay. I appreciate that. Yes, indeed. Carlos Rodon needs a bounce back today. I'm looking forward to it. You guys know we're going to have it covered for you on Game Season Live, so you don't got to, that's the beautiful thing about this. You don't got to go nowhere, baby. You don't got to go nowhere. We got you covered, damn it. You know the dealio over. Hey.
The Yankees win, and boy, did we need a blowout victory over Houston. Yo, this is Javier calling from the Bronx, by the way. And I am just so did anyone else hear John Sterling up on that song last night?
Who?
Because it was like an experience to see for all the Yankee fans watching at the stadium. So that's it. Gotta go. Smacking that likey, hitting that subby.
I don't know what you said about the John Sterling thing, but everything else, I'm there with you. I'm there with you. Beat up the Houston Astros. Look, defeating Justin Verlander is always nice. He's been a pain in our ass for too long. You know what I mean? Look, somebody told me, oh yeah, take satisfaction that Verlander's older. I don't give a poot. He's on that mound. I don't care if he's on a walker on the mound. We're going to whip his ass. The minute we whip his ass, I'm excited about it. I'm happy. I don't care if, all of a sudden he's old. He's this. I don't give a poot. Fact of the matter is he's annoyed me for far too long. And if we get him, we get him. I don't care when it is. I don't give a poot when it is. We got him. That's all there is to it.
Hey, Pete, Macho King in the house. How you doing? Right on the ground. Well, hope you're feeling better with the allergies because it's greener out there than baboons managing skills. The Dr. Savage prescribes staying macho, yeah. And on that note, let us commence. The line-cheating Astros are in town, and the Yankees made a contribution to Verlander's retirement party by tagging him for 7 earned runs. No, thank you for stopping by and let the door hit you in the ass on the way out. And his day Altuve, the meddling munchkin, was absolutely no factor. With his wiretap buzzer, that little rascal's not Yankee material. I'll elbow drop his brains till he can't drink cereal, yeah. Well, the Yankees look good, and heel went thick, strong, and it's on the rise. And hello, Rob Marinacci, oh yeah. Soto doing Soto things as usual, and Verdugo's got that dog in them. Dig it. The Astros are a team on the ropes begging to be swept. As the madness gets riled, and the Yankees are gonna get you big time bad. Oh yeah! Watch out!
That's my guy. That is my guy, the one, the only Macho King. There is nobody like him. He is the cream of the crop.
But the cream will rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that is my Macho King. Damn it. Look, we have him. He's ours, okay? He is NYYU or nowhere. That's all there is to it. That is my guy. Let's keep him going, guys. We're going to get voicemails played until about 11:40, and then we're going to get the great Dane Huber in the chat. Let's go.
Good morning, Pete. This is Jean. I just, of course, wanted to agree with everybody how much we enjoyed the game yesterday and how very well the majority of the Yankees played.
Okay.
The two big standouts are obvious, Verdugo and Gil. I agree with you wholeheartedly. He's on his way to becoming a great starter. And
a little Gil.
They should consider him for Rookie of the Year. Don't know why they're not.
100%.
Anyway, the only one who basically, in the way I see it, was a letdown and continues to be is Torres. But what else is new? And we're all like getting impatient with Judge, and that continues to be worrisome. Anyway, I'm looking forward to your show. And, I'm really glad you're feeling better. I hope you continue to improve. Bye now.
Thank you so much, Gene. I appreciate that. Yes, indeed, I am feeling a whole lot better this morning. Obviously, you still got a little bit, but there's a major difference. I could deal with this nonsense. Not this other bullshit I had to deal with the other day, but it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Sandor and Sandor Clegane. Your name is Sandor Clegane, a fake character from a TV show with dragons on it. So if you're going to talk about Macho King, I really think you should look at yourself in the mirror, my guy. Let's be honest here. You're sitting there talking about Macho King doing an impersonation. Your name is Sandor Clegane on YouTube in a show with dragons that are shooting fire out their breath. Stop it. Let's take a seat. Don't knock the guy when you're sitting there with a fake ass name. Stop it. Let's get to the next one. This friggin' guy over here.
Yo, what's good, Pete? Man, it's truth always, my brother. God bless you. God bless everyone in Jesus' name.
People?
Yo, the Yankees are hitting Houston with the Ryan Garcia, man. I mean, they hitting them left and right, especially with that left hook. Like Toma. Alex Verdugo on fire, bro.
Come on, baby.
I mean, he was letting us know, like, yo, Dominguez, when you come up, I'm gonna make it tougher for you. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna just walk away and get out of here. I'm gonna make it tough. So man, you already know what it is, my bro. Yo, Soto, everybody's clicking. We just need Judge to start clicking a little better. You know what I'm saying? So let's make it happen, though, man. Let's go Yankees.
100%.
Let's go Yankees. Let's go Knicks. Let's go Trump. All day. I don't care. Y'all can be soft as heck. I'm keeping it real. One.
Trump. Okay. All right. Well, appreciate your truth always. Thank you for the voicemail. I appreciate that. Yankees looking great, and you made a great point. You made a really, really good point. You made a really, really good point about Jason Dominguez. I'm probably going to wait to talk about that till when Dane gets on. We'll talk about that a little bit and some updates overall around the Yankees minor league system. But we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that a little more. And because you're right. I think they're making it very, very tough. They're making it very, very tough for the New York Yankees. And we talked about this, if you remember, in spring training and on nights at the round table and all that stuff. This is good news for the New York Yankees. This is really, really good news for the Yankees. The reason this is good news is you want it to be very, very tough on the Yankees. You want it to be very difficult on the Yankees to make a tough decision when it comes to Alex Verdugo, Jason Dominguez, Stanton. What are they going to do there? We're going to talk about that. I want to talk about that with Dane. Let's get to a couple of more voicemails, maybe 2 more voicemails. Then we're going to get Dane on.
Good morning, Petey.
Yo.
And Gabagool. Over here.
Over here.
It's your boy Kev Boogie, and as you can see, the Gabagool is back because the Yankees offense is back.
The
and
Gabagool
they've been
is
back,
back.
and we've been rolling.
A little 4 games in a row going on
sir.
right now. I hope we can sweep the Stros again, because I fucking hate these motherfuckers more than I hate the Astros fans down here, fucking assholes and shit. But I'm just glad that this team is performing. I still wish we were getting contributions from a couple people that haven't really showed up thus far this season. But as long as we winning, that's all that matters. I don't care if it's by 1 run, 7 runs. As long as we win, that's all I care about. And I just hope that the Yankees keep on winning. Like I said, we're getting closer and closer. The reinforcements coming back.
Facts.
And I just need this team to keep on rolling the way that they're rolling. I like what I'm seeing. I like that it seems like more people are starting to pick up the pace, and I'm excited. I'm really excited. So let's just keep this good baseball going, keep this good baseball flowing. Pitching is doing its thing, but we looking good. We looking good. Let's go Yankees.
Hey, that's all there is to it. You're spot on right there, man. The Yankees are looking good. Look, and guys, we are. Let me just double check something here. We are, where is it at? We are 13 likes away from 100. Go ahead and do me a favor, guys. Smacky that likey, hitty that subby right now for me. Let's get to 100 likes. But on top of that, talking about what Kev said, look, all I need to see the Yankees do is make the right decisions when it comes to decision-making time. I think Bertie should be playing second base today, and I think Glaber needs to have a seat. I think Glaber needs a day off. Maybe 2 days, take a breather, relax. Let John Bertie go out there and play second today. Put Cabrera at third base and give him a day to kind of clear his mind out. That's what I want to see the Yankees do. But on top of that, I need to see them beat the Baltimore Orioles. I know the people, I don't mean it. No, I need to see the Yankees beat the Baltimore Orioles when they play them again. That's simple. I can't have it when Baltimore just comes on in, beats up the Yankees. No. I need to see the Yankees defeat the Baltimore Orioles. I'm sorry. It is what it is. That's what I need to see. Let's go ahead and actually, we're going to go right to Dane. There's still a lot of voicemails. I'll try to get to as many as I can, but let us go ahead and get the one, the only, the great Dane Huber himself in the chat. Dane, my friend, are you backstage and are you with us? Hello?
I'm good.
There he is, that handsome son of a bitch. Let's go ahead and switch it on over. There he is.
What's good, fam?
What's going on, my guy? How you feeling?
Good. I'm excited after yesterday.
I tell you what. I tell you this right now. You're looking as handsome as ever. I'll tell you that. I got to be honest with you, baby. I got to be honest with you, baby. You're looking good over there, Dane.
Thanks, Pete.
So, Dane, let's get right into this because, we're not going to have, obviously, your typical, full hour to talk Yankee prospects today. But I want you to give me a couple of names. And Los also sent me some names to bring up and tell you guys about. Give me let's really focus here on the big names. Give us an update on the rundown of, your Spencer Jones, your thoughts on Jason Dominguez, a Goose, some of the guys out there doing some big things for the Yankees.
Spencer Jones is struggling.
Okay.
It's actually something that we need him to do because we need to see him overcome that adversity. His batting average is about down to 250. He'll figure it out. Ben Rice is absolutely killing the ball.
Yep.
There is a legitimate discussion about who's the best catching prospect in the system now, and Ben Rice might be it.
Wow.
He's hitting 370 over the last week.
7 games.
He's just absolutely killing the ball, and he's looked better defensively. Augustine Ramirez obviously hit his 10th home run yesterday. He's just on another level. He was on base 3 times yesterday with a home run, a double, and a single, couple of walks. He's on another level too.
Dane, has there been any talk of anything different that he did, or is it just him adjusting to this league because he struggled in Double-A?
Yeah, it's just him adjusting. He went 3 levels last year, and he got up to, he went A ball, high A, and then got to double A. Now he's adjusted to the league and he's doing what he did all last year. He's pounding the baseball. Jesus Rodriguez is another guy. He's a catcher, third baseman, left fielder, shortstop, or he can play second base. He can play all over.
Can he play second base really soon?
Not when we. Yeah,
tomorrow.
Not quite.
Not tomorrow. Okay.
No, not quite that soon. But he's hitting over 300. He's got 5 home runs on the year.
Wow.
He's going to be a really nice position flexibility player. There's the great news about Jason Dominguez that he'll be back and rehabbing in 2 weeks. I don't know what they do with him. I really don't.
Let's stick there because there was conversation about that. So I told everybody I want to wait till you come on to discuss that part when it comes to Jason Dominguez. Now, I said this on Game Season the other day. Alex Verdugo is going nowhere. You cannot let that guy go anywhere. He's been so valuable to this club. I think it's pretty clear, and me and Johnny Lasagna talked about this, and I don't know if the Yankees will do this, but for the best aspect of this club going forward, it seems like it's getting pretty clear here that Trent Grisham should be the odd man out. It only makes sense. It doesn't make sense to hold on to him. Whether you DFA him, whether you trade him for a double cheeseburger, whatever it might be that you do, you go ahead and do. And then I think at-bats are lost for Stanton. And he's going to face maybe left-handed pitchers every now and then, which gives Doogie a day off. I think that is the best scenario you can have. And like Johnny said it, no matter if he pops a homer every now and then, we know who he is. He's kind of approaching that time of his career where he's the big bat off the bench. It almost feels like. What do you think?
I think that's what he's got to be. My ultimate hope is they let Stanton go at the end of the year, but I don't know that they're going to eat $100 million.
Right.
I just don't think that they will. You put him on the bench, you get Jason in the lineup, you get him playing with Soto. That's what we want, is those two together for the next 10 years.
100%. And I'll add this part, and you let me know if you agree with this. Guys, I'm brutally honest with you all. I've always been this way, and I always will be this way. I'll say this when it comes to the Yankees. If everything goes well for Jason Dominguez, because first of all, Dominguez has to come back and play well. He has to look good. Verdugo's done it and all that. If Jason Dominguez does come back and he looks fantastic, he looks strong, if the Yankees don't make that decision and the Yankees do not decide that, hey, look, for us to win this year, we need to be more athletic. We need to be faster. We can't have this middle of the order. That's the old guard that these guys are all look like they're running in mud. Anytime a man's on first base or bases loaded, first and second, if a ball's hit on the ground with less than 2 outs, it's a double play. It's guaranteed.
100%.
You can't have that against good clubs, especially in the postseason. If the Yankees sit there and say, nope, we're going to go against logic. Let me tell you right now, I'm a Yankee fan. They don't deserve to win. That's simple. Yeah, if they go against logic, they do not deserve to win. That's simple.
100%. Having Jason add some speed and athleticism in the middle of that order, I've always wanted to see him hit leadoff, but I think if you put him in the middle of that order some days, he breaks up a double play with that speed. Yeah. It just makes all the sense in the world to me, but I'm just a prospect.
Here's what I agree with you on that, right? It allows you to put Verdugo where he should be. Still, I know he's performing, batting fourth. I get it. I know you don't want, and I'm not talking about messing around with this right now, but Verdugo leadoff, Soto or Judge, Soto, Dominguez, and then you build from that, Volpe hitting more in the middle again. Now you've broken up that stigma of all these slow guys in the middle of the order, and I think the team looks a lot different at that point.
I do too, and it makes a lot of sense. It makes them more balanced. You can use Dominguez in key spots, but they're not going to bring Jason up to be a part-time player.
Agreed.
They're just not. So,
and that's why it's the tough decisions, right? It's that tough logical decision that we all as fans are going to sit here and go, we know what you should do. Will the
Right.
Yankees do it? That is the big question. Will they do it? Will they tell Stanton, hey, look, you're not going to play every day anymore. You're going to, against good lefties, we'll put you in there. We can't really put you in the outfield, but definitely against some strong lefties, you'll be DHing.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know if they'll make that decision.
I sure hope they do.
I do too. And quick thing for everybody, Carlos is in the chat. He said, let me see. He's behind a bit, but Augustine told him that he worked on launch angle in the offseason, and that has been the biggest change for him this year. So little launch angle action, okay? A little launch angle, all right? Dane's favorite thing, the launch angle, all right?
Launch angle. Love launch angle.
He loves the launch, baby. He loves the launch.
They got a good problem to have behind the plate.
Oh,
I just don't know what they do. Do you keep Ben Rice as a catcher, left-hand production as a catcher, or do you trade that?
Well, can I also bring another person into this fold? Because the other idea with Ben Rice was that he would be a first baseman after Rizzo. But now you're saying, and I've heard this a couple of times now, that he's actually been very, very good defensively as a catcher also.
He has.
So now you kind of look at it and go, there is a guy in AAA in TJ Rumfield who's having the best start of his career in the minors. He's having a very, very good year.
He's hitting well over 300, 307 or 310 less. The on-base percentage is good. The slugging is a little bit lower than what you'd like to see, but I believe that he'll get that figured out in the next couple, before he gets called up.
Right.
But he has shown the power, and he's got a great, great glove. He can scoop anything. That's
so valuable, man. That is very, very valuable for him being a first baseman. And mind you, guys, this kid is 23 years old in AAA. So again, 23 years old in AAA. Got a pretty quick call up from AA to AAA, and he's been good in AAA. He's been better in AAA, and I think it's good to see for the Yankees that they have a prospect in there that they can say, hey, very, very good glove. The bat looks like it's coming around a bit. Will he continue to develop into the power? I think the big question for him coming in the year was the power went up last year, but the average dipped a lot. Well, now the average is back up, but the power's kind of midway.
Right.
So is he going to be able to balance both of those? And you might be looking at a guy that for Yankee Stadium could really be an impressive piece for this team going forward.
I get the John Olerud, Brandon Belt kind of numbers from him. He's not going to put up huge first base numbers, but he's going to hit for a good average, and he's going to play Gold Glove defense. I think it's a valuable, valuable piece. But here's another question: where do you put Spencer Jones?
Yeah, let's hold that. I want to hold that thought. Because I definitely want to talk to you about that. There's a couple of more guys I want to ask you about. Tell us a little bit about Cade Smith, who looks like he could be a real find for the Yankees.
Yeah, Cade had an 11 strikeout game last week. He was another 6th-round pick. The Yankees love those 6th-round picks. Chase, Warren, all those guys. Cade's the next one. He's a breakout arm. 92 to 94 with a fastball. Throws curveball, changeup, slider as well. Nasty slider. He'll get up to. He needs to go up. He's a college pitcher, so he needs to go up to Hudson Valley to see how he does. But when he gets up there, we'll see what he is a little bit better.
All right. And then give us an update on Yankees' top pitching prospect now, Brock Selvage. Am I wrong about that, by the way, or no?
I think you were right. He would be for me. If I was going to rank him today, he would be my number one pitching prospect. 1.73 ERA on the year, 1.70. It's just unbelievable. He's a 21-year-old kid.
Wow, in Double-A.
In Double-A.
Wow.
And the moment isn't too big for him. He struggled a little bit in early innings, and he's gotten through it. The pitch package looks unbelievable. This kid is going to be a big, big, big time rotation piece as soon as next year for the Yankees.
Wow. Yeah, man. I mean, obviously the Yankees got bad news with Chase Hampton, who
No,
it's not bad news now. It's same thing or what? What are we
he's
looking at?
throwing off a mound now.
Oh wow, okay. So I guess the moving him back was more of a time thing. He's
Housekeeping
already had a
move.
lot of that makes sense. That makes sense. So I know a lot of people were sitting there going maybe Tommy John surgery is going to happen, but good to hear that he's actually throwing and back on a mound. Get him back there. Why not? That's big to keep getting these guys back. Two other guys that Yankee fans are very familiar with because of spring training. How is Warren and Beater doing in AAA?
They are absolutely killing it. Will Warren has looked absolutely phenomenal after his first 2 starts that were a little rough. The warmer weather has helped him. He's a Louisiana kid. You know, he's used to pitching when it's warmer.
Right.
Clayton Beater has still been in the AAA rotation, and he is showing that maybe he is a starting pitcher. The pitch mix is a little questionable still. He's throwing the curveball a little bit more that I've seen, but it's not enough to be a true third pitch, if that makes sense.
It makes sense. Yeah. And I mean, as of right now, as of today, Clayton Beater is pitching to a 2.74 ERA in AAA. So I think it's fair to say this is the best he's also been in his minor league career. I don't think Clayton Beater ever been this good as a starter, especially.
No, he has not ever been this good as a starter.
And you also mentioned this, Dane. You did say this in spring. I remember you saying, and even before that, if he develops the changeup a little more or one of his other pitches, you said you believe he could stick there. He could stick as a starting pitcher. And maybe that's the reason why people got to understand, as I hear a lot of people go, oh, call him up, let him eat innings for the Yankees. The Yankees scouts and advanced scouts are probably seeing that he's progressed as a starting pitching prospect. And for them to go ahead and remove him out of that now when the Yankees are playing so good baseball at the major league level, just to put him in the bullpen, doesn't make sense for his growth. So leave him where he is.
I think you do. Look, the thing that's the biggest amount of injuries around the league this year has been starting pitching. So anytime you have a viable starting pitcher, that's more valuable than a reliever for us. I don't know where he fits into the rotation because that rotation is awfully stacked.
Right.
But maybe he turns into a trade chip.
Yeah, that's definitely possible. Is there some other names out there that we haven't talked about a lot that are performing
Tristan
well?
Vreeling was looking very, very good. He's kind of gotten hit the last 2 times out, but this is a kid that went straight to Double-A. First professional start was in Double-A. Yankees have never done that.
Yeah, that is wild.
Cam Schlittler is a big 6'5" kid that's in Hudson Valley. Had the lowest ERA in the organization as of last week. He's a very good starting pitching prospect. He might be. He's another breakout guy. They just have arms for days, Pete. They just have tons and tons of arms. Ben Cowles, that Scotto just brought up. He's absolutely killing it in the middle of the infield. He had a over 330 batting average and over 1,000 OPS hitting in the middle of the order in Double-A. He's looked incredible. I don't know. It's just stacked right now. The only things that there are to worry about is LaGrange and Lalane are on the shelf down in the FCL for a couple weeks. Los has spoken to him. They'll be back. Maia is going to be back a little bit later this week.
Is it anything concerning, like any arm issues or?
LaGrange is a shoulder inflammation, and Lalane is like a same thing, I believe. I'm just going blank on what
the chat. I'm sure he'll throw. He said
LaGrange
is already throwing. All right, so that's good because the last thing you want is those young kids to be held back at all. That's why it was odd when they were talking about Henry Lalane pitching out of the bullpen in AAA or something. That was a bit wild. Like, whoa, where did that come from so quickly? But Let's talk about two guys that Yankee fans are going to be very familiar with. We'll save actually three guys. I'm gonna ask you really briefly. Give me an update on Neely, because I know you're really high on him. Los is really high on him. The majority of people believe this kid could pitch late inning games in the majors already.
Yeah, I believe that he could right now. He has been absolutely flat dominant. The kid can go multiple innings at the back of an end of a game. He is just a strikeout machine. He's got closer stuff, mid to upper 90s mid 90s fastball, great out pitches, wicked slider. I think he might be your closer of the future.
Wow. It'll be interesting. The one thing I would want to see, and he probably is going to get this chance this year if he continues to do what he's doing. Get him in the major leagues this year, kind of see what he is, what he has there, because the Yankees don't really have a viable option right now besides for Clay Holmes. At the major league level, I mean, yeah, you got Ian Hamilton, and I think Ian Hamilton could do a decent job, and I think there's concerns there also. There's concerns there with Clay Holmes, don't get me wrong, but he has been unhittable. He's been amazing this year.
He's been unbelievable.
So when it comes to that, he's also going to be a free agent. So the Yankees got some, money coming off, but they also got a lot of money they got to put on the books when it comes to keeping Juan Soto a New York Yankee, which I think we all agree has to happen. So it's going to be interesting to see how they do that. So I would definitely want to see Neely up here. Let's talk about Spencer Jones. You also mentioned, let me get my face off here real quick, because here's the numbers right now for Spencer Jones, hitting 250, 316 on base percentage, 733 OPS, 72 ABs. I think he's also struck out about 25 or 27 times in the 72 at-bats.
He's had a really tough last week.
He's had a tough last week, as Dane says. Whoops. Let me switch back. There we go. One of the things I mentioned when it comes to Spencer Jones, when people were just bugging out and going crazy in spring training, was I just simply said, I don't dislike Spencer Jones. He just needs to do it in double A. You said something very, very good when you first mentioned Spencer Jones. You said, this is actually probably good that he's struggling, because this is kind of when you see who a prospect could be. Spencer Jones has the body, he got the talent, he got the ability. Everybody understands that. When you see him in person, you go, damn, this is a big dude. Like this guy could be
he's a
absolutely
monster.
legit. He's a monster. He's super fast. He got everything you'd want in a pro. If you're building a prospect, they might look like Spencer Jones. But you gotta see it in the minor leagues. You gotta show a progression. You can't say spring training, major leagues. Can't do it. You got to see a guy develop. Now, the strikeout rate is back to about 30%.
Yep.
Are you concerned? Are you just sitting back saying good because I want to see the next couple of weeks?
I'm saying good because we saw what the same thing did to Jason Dominguez last year at the same level.
Right.
We saw him hit under 200, and then in the second half, he hit him over 350.
Right.
And
he was in the major league, so.
Right. If Spencer can replicate that, we'll see him next year sometime, maybe.
Wow, and Los adds a little more. It says the K rate right now is 32.4%. But listen to this. Over his last 22 at-bats, it's 52%. So he seems like he's kind of down in the dumps right now, which is one of those really, really tough stretches. And I agree with Dane. I think it's a valuable time for a prospect. One who is thought of so highly, one who kind of the baseball world has been projecting as could be the number one prospect in baseball in the next couple of months. So it's very, very good to see him, come out of this. This is what you want to see. Hopefully we look back in a few weeks and Spencer Jones is hitting 280, 300, and we can look back and go, that's really, really big. As Los also says, he's not concerned. It's very early, which it is.
Yeah.
72 ABs. That's nothing. He's going to get a ton of more at-bats. Oswald Peraza.
Yep.
The man that's always there, but it just seems to not be able to latch on. Now, this is make or break. This is make or break for Peraza. I don't know if you agree with me. I think it's make or break. He has a golden opportunity. The Yankees are yet again really without a third baseman, and their second baseman, Gleyber Torres, looks the worst he's ever looked as a Yankee. Peraza comes up, he homers, and he gets rehab assignment. He homers in his game yesterday. What position was he playing, by the way? Was he playing short?
Yeah. Or
Shortstop?
no, DH, I believe. He
Okay,
DH yesterday.
Makes sense. What do you think the projection for Peraza is this year? Do you see that finally come together maybe? I mean, is this a pipe dream still? What are you thinking on Peraza?
Pete, I always go back to Hal Steinbrenner saying the future middle infield is Volpe and Peraza, and
he also said the Yankees had to bunt more to be better, and they
yeah, that's true. I think that Peraza's got to get a shot at second base next year. I think that's his only hope to be on the team. And it will probably be in spring training next year. I think that they leave him in AAA this year, let him figure out how to hit, regain some value. If they can work a trade with him, they probably will. But if he's still on this team, I think he's getting a shot at second base next year.
Wow, and I would assume if that's the case, you probably have a battle with him and Vivas would be probably the likely scenario, depending on what happens with him. What's the update with him, by the way? Is it the eye injury still, or is it just something else?
It's the eye injury.
Okay.
He's having issues with that. Caleb Durbin is another guy that we really need to talk about being in that mix for second base, third base. He played a little center field. He can play left field. He's a low strikeout guy, high contact, great speed, and he's continuing to hit in AAA. This guy is just a phone call away. Yeah. And I think he probably gets a look before Peraza does.
Yeah, I'm a fan of him. I know Kev from Bronx and Nothing has kind of been on that train with him for a minute, talking about trying to get him up at some point, and maybe we'll see him this year. When it comes to the Yankees overall and kind of what they're doing right now, I wanna see John Birdie get a little bit more time. This is a guy that hit 290 plus in the major leagues. He should get some more reps. I hope when the lineup comes out today, he's at second base and Gleyber is sitting down. I think it's time. I think Gleyber Torres needs a day or two just to clear the head, understand that, the Yankees feel you're better than this, work on some things. They might also be sitting there going, just let him play through it and he'll come out of it. But I do kind of feel like it is time right there where you look at him and go, take a seat for a day or so. Let John Bertie get some time at second base. Let Cabrera go to third. I don't know what's up with DJ LeMahieu, but that's what I'd want to see.
I would like to see Cabrera at second and keep Bertie at third. I like Bertie's defense going down the line a little bit better.
Yeah.
And Cabrera's been a natural middle infielder. But that's just picking at nothing.
No, either way, however they go, if that's the way they go about it, so be it. I'm 100% okay with that too. I just think a guy like John Bertie had 2 hits last night. One of those hits, a bit of a gift, a tough bounce at shortstop, but a hit nonetheless. And he's a guy, again, that has a little bit more of a track record. Stole his first base yesterday. You could see where he could be dynamic for the Yankees.
I really think he can.
Yeah, and I think at the bottom of the Yankees order, having a guy like him down there, it's the same thing we kind of talked about with Anthony Volpe being down there. You had your Wells, on certain days, I'm not discounting Trevino. Trevino's been really, really good offensively. He has been. Can't really knock it. He's been a solid player. Austin Wells has started to come around as he's gotten more reps. So hopefully he probably will be playing today. He gets a couple of more. But that lefty-righty at the bottom of like a Wells and a Bertie or Wells and a Volpe, to me is just really dangerous. It's really dangerous.
It is. Look, before they put Volpe in the leadoff spot, they were 10-2. Yeah. And Torres was taking the most pitches of anybody in baseball. Volpe has not excelled in that leadoff spot.
Correct.
He needs to go back down. I don't know who you stick in the leadoff spot, but Volpe was a spark plug at the bottom of that lineup. And I think if you go Volpe, Wells, Cabrera, they can be a spark plug again.
Agreed. No, I agree with you 100%. And when it comes to when it comes to that lineup, we all probably know what the Yankees are waiting for to make that switch. And DJ LeMahieu. Yeah, I mean, we all understand that. And let me tell you guys right now, I'm a big DJ LeMahieu fan. I raise my hand 100%. I like DJ LeMahieu. I like his mentality. I like the way he goes about playing baseball. You know, it's kind of that hard knocks, old school mentality. I play hard every single day. I get that. He's another guy that is like he's running in mud. I hate saying it at this point. He's in quicksand, man. And I feel like the Yankees have to get away from that. And I understand it. If he's healthy, you want him out there. He's such a good hitter. But you're just adding another slow runner who hits the ball on the ground a lot.
Yeah.
And I just feel like it's a detriment to the Yankees. Would it shock me if LeMahieu came up and hit very well? No, because he's just a professional ball player. That wouldn't shock me one bit. But I can't lie and say I don't have worries about adding another really slow, high ground ball guy to this Yankee lineup when you have Caleb Durbin, when you have Peraza working his way back, when you have Bertie, when you have Cabrera, when you have Jason Dominguez potentially on his way back. I know he's not an infielder, but you have the DH spot open. You can make things work. I need the Yankees offense to be a little younger and a little quicker. The minute I recognize it, Dane, and I said this during Game Season Live, when they faced Baltimore, and the Yankees were hitting all these double plays, middle of the order was terrible. The Orioles' middle of the order comes up, and
beating out balls.
Beating out ground ball double plays. Look at that. And what happened? They turned into runs.
Yeah, he
did. Look, in the postseason, let me tell you something. That's going to be something that will bite the Yankees in the ass unless they make changes on it. Because the postseason, we all know, is very, very different. It's very different. Yankees also didn't really show up against the Baltimore Orioles. I'm still mad about it. I'm still upset about it.
They got their cans kicked.
100%. I'm still upset about it. But if they make the proper adjustments with the young guys Dane is talking about, if they fill it in with the right names, I still think this offense could be very, very good. And we haven't really seen that this year. But I think they could be really, really dynamic by the end of the year.
I'm going to surprise you a little bit. I think they go get a third baseman at the deadline.
Oh, that's not surprising. I do not disagree with you. I think it's a very real possibility. I think it's a really strong possibility. I've seen people in the chat too kind of, talking about that. Is that something they'll look to do? We know they have a lot of options, but maybe it is. Maybe it is something they look at. I don't know a lot of the names who could be available. I don't know who's out there. Haven't really paid much mind when it comes to trades yet. But
there's one guy that makes a ton of sense, but a lot of things have to happen for it to go, and that's Alex Bregman.
Oh, Bregman, okay. I mean,
if Houston's out of it, he's got 2 months left as a rental.
How do you not take a risk?
Is he worth Clayton Beater for 2 months to put that bat in the middle of the lineup?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
To look, and I know there's Yankee fans that are going to hear you say that and are going to go, oh my God, we don't want a cheater. Guys, I'll say this right now. Whatever you like him or not, he's a winner.
He is.
Whether you like it or not.
And he's won in the playoffs too.
He's a winner. He got big hits in the postseason that the big lights don't affect him at all. For look, would he be happy probably going back to I'm going to the Yankees? I don't know, but I'll tell you this right now. Anybody sits there and goes, the Houston Astros kind of help the Yankees, but the Yankees give up a decent amount, and they add Bregman to their lineup, how do you sit there and go, I can't make that happen? You almost have to. You almost don't have a choice.
No, and it doesn't affect Soto going forward because he's a free agent.
Correct.
And if you want to bring Bregman back, you could bring him back on a shorter term deal. It's not going to cost you the qualifying offer. It's not going to be attached to international free agent money. I don't know. The Yankees are thin at first base and third base. It might make some sense to me.
Joey Bagadona says he has a no trade. I don't know if he's talking about Bregman, but I don't think that matters at all for Bregman. Bregman is struggling badly this year. He's on a team that, as we talk right now, is one of the worst in the American League, to be fair. They just are at the moment.
They are.
But even Joey, if he has a no trade, what does that have to do with anything? You don't think he'll sit there and go, oh, nope, not going to play for the Yankees, first place in the East. No interest. I will not waive my no trade. Really? I don't believe that. Not for a guy that's a winner. I'm pretty sure I'll sit there and go, sign me up. I'll go.
Get a chance to go play with Juan Soto,
100%.
Aaron Judge, Garrett Cole. Yeah.
100%.
I think he'd probably waive his no trade clause.
Yeah, I 100% think he'd waive the no trade. Even if they the Yankees are on it, that doesn't mean a trade can't happen. He just has to simply say, no, if the Yankees have a deal in place, I'll go there for 2 months. Even if he could sit there and go, I have no interest in playing long-term for the Yankees. No problem. We may not have interest in keeping you long-term. You're not doing anything great this year. We 100%. Think that you've been there and done that. Why not? Let's put you at third base. Let's go on this run, and maybe we can win. Maybe you can add a chip for a year you didn't think you would win. That's simple. I'd be willing to give up quite a bit for him.
I would too. Even in a starting pitcher and a catcher.
Yeah, even
catcher
in a
little
down
bit
year,
further down.
Why not? Why not? Even in a down year, I do it all day. I saw a couple of people also mention, what about Arenado? I don't see that. I think that's a very, very tough deal because now you're talking a lot of money and probably additional money has to be moved because he has a couple of years left. That's tough.
Tyler brings up an interesting name. It's Jake Berger from Miami. Yeah. First baseman, third baseman. Not a great arm, but he's a good fielder.
Yeah.
He hit 255 last year with 34 home runs. He's under control all the way through 2029. Miami selling, I don't know what you would. I mean, it would be a big piece. It would be a Ben Rice and a Will Warren probably to get him, or an Augustine Ramirez and a Chase Ham or something like that.
Yeah.
But maybe.
Well, it could make sense too, because at the end of the day for the Yankees, adding anybody that's under control is going to make a lot of sense going forward.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Man, that makes a shit ton of sense. But guys, we are going to get ready to wrap up All Rise. What a show it's been. This has been an absolute jam-packed episode for us today. Dane, anything you want to leave us with?
Just am so excited about what's going on in the minor league system. We have so many prospects that are exciting. You're going to hear a lot of trades, and trades aren't going to clear us out this year. We're going to have more guys than we can possibly hope for. And the Yankees are going to look to build on the success they've already had.
No doubt about it, man. Again, guys, big things happening for the Yankees. They're off to a really, really strong start. Again, Carlos Rodon needs to have a bounce-back outing today. He had his worst start of the year against the Baltimore Orioles. Hopeful that he absolutely dominates the Astros today. And I just want the Yankees to keep beating up the Astros because I don't give a poot if the Astros are struggling. It's been too long. So good.
Right.
Beat the shit out of this team. I'm all for it.
Sweep them.
Sweep them, baby. Sweep them. Dane, it's been good, my friend. Thank you for updating us on all Yankee things, prospects. One more thing real quick before everybody goes. Yankees Farm. Go subscribe to Yankees Farm. I need Los to get to 3,000 subs. Does great work over there. All the videos, all that stuff. He's doing all that.
Los,
do me a favor, guys. If you are not subscribed to Yankees Farm, I told him. He goes, I was looking for 2.5K. I said, no. We're going to get you to 3,000 this year. We're going to get him to 3,000 very, very soon. Do me a favor, guys. Visit Yankees Farm. A lot of his videos are in the community. I shared them a lot there. He is under NYYU. We are all one thing, working hard together for the same goal. Please go subscribe to Yankees Farm if you have not.
Please.
You will not be upset. I'm telling you right now. Dane, Dane's on there a lot. So if you want to see more of Dane, he's on there a lot also.
I try. Whatever I can do to help.
Whatever I can do, no problem. Dane, that's why we love you, my friend. Until next time, guys, we are out. I'll catch you guys later Game Season Live. Peace.
Later, guys.
Can't make a promise, but I do my best. 25 sitting on 25 racks. Just got started, no, we ain't done yet. Bought a new crib, that's a goddamn flex. Sign that check. Told them last year that I been up next. Can't take calls, but I send that text. From way downtown, but the shit's still wet.